Hi, my name is Witty Muehlbauer, and this is my Port-a-pak presentation for CED 722. I sent out an email with my PowerPoint presentation, and so I apologize for the poor quality of the images that I'm going to show during this video. They are the same images as the PowerPoint, so if you follow along there, you'll see better quality images of the toys I'm going to show you. The Port-a-pak is for elementary age children, and it follows the 7 essentials in play therapy to establish a positive relationship with the child, to express a wide range of feelings, to explore real-life experiences, to test reality limits, to develop a positive self-image, develop self-understanding, and develop self-control. So the first group is reality toys, and the first toy that I would include is play money, because I feel like a lot of our the financial problems that occur in a home can be used with play money. Cash registers and play money can also provide children with a feeling they're in control, and with the economically tough times we've had, money may be playing a greater role in some issues in the children's lives. The next toy that I would include are toy phones. Most children are very, very familiar with cell phones. They see them constantly. They know what they're used for, that they can use them to talk to people who aren't physically present with them. So additionally, batteries should be removed so that the toys don't make sounds, so that they're kind of blanks that the child can project whatever they would like onto them. Next is a medical kit, which can allow children to play through scenarios involving health problems with themselves or others. This type of play can develop a feeling of control in real-life situations, which promotes inner balance. And according to Landreth, when a child can express these real-life experiences in play, these experiences get trimmed to a manageable size. One essential in these Port-a-paks are a variety of dolls. And here you can see that these dolls show a variety of cultures and different types of family structures, so that children can use whatever toys, dolls they would like to play with to create their family structure. It's also going to allow the child to feel more valued if they see a doll that looks like them in the playroom. Dolls help children access painful emotions because it's the doll experiencing the emotions and not themselves. In the same way, there was a baby doll included with these dolls that can kind of fulfill some of these same roles, that can play out themes of neglect or nurturing or sibling or parental relationships. Next is play food and dishes. As you can see, hopefully, that there's a variety of different foods and dishes so that they can act out different kinds of scenarios. These fall into reality toys because these are kind of like adult things to prepare meals, and can be also easier to use at the beginning of play therapy when children don't feel safe enough to be creative. You should also have a variety of vehicles, such as you can see an ambulance, plane, buses, fire trucks, police trucks. They allow for many different types of real-life situations and are commonly seen. Toys like cars and trucks are also especially important for shy children because they can be played with in non-committal ways without revealing any feelings. Vehicles also allow the child to move around and explore the playroom early on. This is an example of a portable dollhouse where ideally in a permanent playhouse, room, you would have a larger size one, but this allows the child to maybe set up some backdrops for the scenes with the dolls. Next, I have some toy handcuffs. If the child has had experiences with the police or other legal issues, the handcuffs could be a helpful toy. Handcuffs might symbolize powerlessness or give the child a sense of control over the situation. I also have a couple toys that I think are just for Las Vegas that might be helpful for children. Poker chips and a toy suitcase, and there's a little stuffed animal pictured there too. Poker chips I included because many children understand what casinos are about. Their parents might work there, family members might be have various jobs in the casinos. Gambling may have also led to other problems in the home, so I think that's a specific tool that might be helpful for Las Vegas. The suitcase that's pictured, due to all of the transients in Las Vegas, moving is very, very common. And with the high rate of foreclosures, multiple moves might have created issues the child needs to deal with. So I think those are two things that specific for Las Vegas. Okay, next is aggression release toys. And a common toy that is easy to use is toy soldiers, those little green army men. They can be used to set up battle scenes or war scenes, recreate scenarios. Soldiers can also represent people who are in the armed forces. These toys are used to express anger, hostility, and frustration. On a similar note, egg cartons are in the category of aggressive toys, and they can be used as destructive toys. They can be ripped apart, stomped on, painted on, and the child doesn't feel like they've broken anything, and the counselor can easily replace them. A counselor may feel uncomfortable with the aggressive nature of destruction, but aggressive feelings being released in the playroom and having those feelings accepted allow the child to move on to a more positive set of feelings. Okay. Next are some balls. It's a little koosh ball and like a Nerf ball, like a foam ball. These can be thrown without too much fear of damage. They can be stress balls and can be used for different types of things in the playroom for aggression release. The next thing that I would include, which is slightly controversial, are these toy foam dart guns. And guns in the playroom may be not for everyone, but I feel like they can be used therapeutically with boundaries being set. Children learn to cope with these feelings instead of repressing them. And Landers states that the way children use items in the playroom is generally more of a function of their personal needs rather than the design of the items. So I do think that guns can be used effectively in the playroom. Next is wild animal and dinosaur toys. There's some dinosaurs, there's an alligator, and there's some other wild animals there. They can help children express aggressive feelings in early stages of play therapy because they may find it difficult to project these emotions onto human dolls. So these animals can attack each other, and the child can feel safe expressing these emotions. The next set of toys are drums and musical instruments. This is kind of a bridge into the creative toys too, because toys such as drums or maracas can release aggressive feelings, but the other instruments can also be used to create music and increase their positive self-image. So as I said, this does move into creative and fantasy toys. And so with the musical instruments also, these are Play-Doh, so clay can be used to also as an aggression tool and a creative tool because you can smash or pound it however you want to. This is also an illustration of the different art supplies that you could have in your playroom: crayons, markers, paint, paper. There's no correct way to play with these types of toys and to express themselves, so self-confidence and satisfaction increase. The counselor can worry about the messiness of tools, but as long as you keep them organized and within limits, these tools can be easily provided to children. Continuing with these creative toys are foam blocks down here. I'm sorry you can't see the colors of that. And also bags of sand or rice. With foam blocks, it's another unstructured tool that increases feelings of success. Foam is lighter and less damaging, and Landers states blocks can be houses, they can be thrown, they can be stacked, they can be kicked down, allowing the child to explore what it feels like to be constructive and destructive. With rice and sand, you can make a little mini sand tray with bags of rice or bags of sand and a little bit of water in a dishpan, because with these unstructured tools, this can be whatever the child wants them to be. This is what Lander states is probably one of the most effective tools that a counselor can use in the playroom, but counselors are most afraid of it because of the mess. But again, as with the other materials, with enough limit setting, it can be accomplished. Okay, moving on, we have puppets. A variety of puppets, such as human puppets and different cultural backgrounds, animal puppets. These kind of function in the same way as the dolls, since they give the child some emotional space. They can act out scenarios, release aggression, and it may be easier for a child to talk through a puppet rather than themselves. Okay. I particularly like the idea of masks. So here are some examples of animal masks, and also some superhero masks down here. I've tried to stay away from branded toys since they might come with different stories that the child is familiar with, but with superhero masks I found them kind of intriguing because the children are most likely going to be aware of the stories, and the selection of the superhero and what the child relates to in that character's life may speak to what he or she is feeling, what kind of powers that they want to take on. So I think that that is an interesting tool that you can use in the playroom. The last one is hats and costume jewelry. There's a tiara and a wand, a variety of hats like police hat, construction, boat captain, cowboy, and some costume jewelry up here that's cheap plastic necklaces, bracelets, sunglasses, things like that. Because sometimes all you need to pretend to be somebody else is a hat or a necklace. The tiara can allow them to be a princess. Sunglasses could represent invisibility, and overall these tools can help the child create an alternate person that can express feelings, desires, frustrations from a safer emotional distance. Okay. So those are the three categories: the reality toys, the aggression release toys, and the creative expression toys that I would include in my Port-a-pak. Thank you very much.